train and the bomb went off.
Oh, bomb.
Well, the first time you met her.
Oh, the first time in a bus. So that was a bus. It was a train.
No, it was a train.
When you first said you're at a package or something?
When was the first time you met Granddad?
When I first met him, no,
Yeah.
I didn't have a bomb or a package. I had a package. I threw it up on the rack. There was a soldier and another soldier from a place called Medford, Wisconsin. I can't remember his name. Two of them were buddies. And they had a Stars and...
She's fine.
They had Stars and Stripes. So they had a newspaper called Stars and Stripes that the army put out. And they're reading in this crowded compartment. They're reading Stars and Stripes. Oh, big horses coming. They'll be in London tonight.
Yeah.
And he was going to be at this one place.
Lily.
And they said, do you know where that is? I said, yeah, I knew where it was. Because I was delivering mail all through London and I knew where everything was when I was 13, 14. So then people said, no, that's not there, that's over here. So they wanted to listen to him and let him listen to him. I said, you never go outside it going that way, I said to him. Oh, well, he knows. Oh, yeah, of course he knows. He's a man. You did get, you know, well, I was terrible. I was. So anyway, that was that. And when he got up, I put my luggage up, and when the train pulled out, it fell off the upper rack. He bent down to pick it up, and I took his seat. So I sat down all the way to London, and he had to stand up. That was him. But he said, we're going to be back every weekend. We've got off until, you know, certain days. So he said, so I said, well then you just go there and you see my dad and he'll show you all of Greenwich. It's historical, you'll see a lot of things. And then he would take him down to the fire department, took him over to the pub, he took him everywhere. This buddy from Wisconsin and your father. And then one weekend I came home and there's your father there. He said, make yourself at home. And they go over to the pub and they said, hey, Jim, all the people, they all knew him, you know. And anyway, that's how it was. When I was at home, he was always there. So I went and saw a movie with him. It was that one where somebody shot the girl. I know what the movie is, but it won't come to me while I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I did. And then I took my shoe off and I couldn't find it. Somebody had kicked it down the stairs. So I made him get on the floor, go down under the seat, looking for my shoe.
So what was he? He was a Navy
Air
or?
Force.
Oh, he was Air Force? Oh, that's cool. How old was he? How old was he?
33. Yeah. He graduated in 33.
Something in the refrigerator. That's right.
He was 33 and I was 19. Go ahead. About the same. And then
Back door you can open.
he was, yeah, not far.
So what did he do in the Air Force, do you know?
It was getting close to the end of the war, and he was closing down bases.
Oh.
He and there was about 4 or 5 of them would
That's pretty
go.
cool.
Yeah, and they would close down bases. So that he'd walk on the stuff. Everybody used to pick at it. You can do too much, but you know, you put something. Yeah, that. And then it came to be November. So they said he's going home. I'm still there. He's going home. And my dad said, he'll never get out of here in November. You couldn't fly. So in November.
Yeah.
So he goes up to the airport. We have a party for him the night before over at the stand.
Were you two together at this point?
Yeah.
Because you had premarital. You were married? Sex, obviously.
Well, that was... we did.
What do you want to play? You want to play this?
Right. So what is it? I mean, obviously, not married. No, I wasn't married. But I was married then. But I'll tell you what happened. He was going to be transferred to Burma. Burma was the big upcoming new war thing. And so he came home and said, I've got to go to Burma. So he said, I've got 10 days furlough. So my dad said, why don't you go to the country? He said it.
For you two to go on.
Yeah, go to the country. So we went down to Cornwall.
We need to come in the car. No, we're not going to play in the car. No,
Reservation.
we're not going to play in the car.
Everybody
Why do you
knew
need to
we
play in the
went.
car?
So that's when you like, why you like Cornwall.
Well, no, I always liked Cornwall.
Oh.
That's for you, from Lily.
Huh?
That's, you worked in Cornwall at the air base, didn't you?
I was in the base at Cornwall too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were in the Air Force too.
But the,
So anyway,
English.
so then I came home the first time, went back, then I came again. And then started.
And you got married in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Mrs. Roosevelt sent me a dress,
Yeah.
and it was all kind of about
Mrs. Roosevelt. Who's Mrs. Roosevelt?
she was the wife of the president during
She sent you a wedding dress?
She sent anybody that was marrying American soldiers, if they wrote to them, my sister Margaret wrote to her, I didn't write to her.
Oh.
So she sent me one, and then you have to have it cleaned and, what do you call it?
Where is that dress? You have a lot of money.
Yeah, no, you send them back for another girl.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But it was, she had all little tiny buttons all down, all little tiny buttons all down.
It's on the wall. In my bedroom.
Really?
What? It's on the wall.
The picture? The wedding picture?
oh no, it's right there.
Oh, that's Mrs. Roosevelt.
Dress she
sent it, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So Margaret did all the running around and getting all, signing all papers and stuff that I was supposed to do, but I couldn't get off.
Because she wasn't with Sid yet, was she?
She what?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, yeah, because they both were going to join at the same time. He was called up,
Oh.
and they didn't call up women. You have to go and sign when you're 17 and a half.
Yeah.
But he was called up to go, and so he had to go up, and she said they were both going to go together, because they were going to kind of sit. Well, when at the end of the day came, she came home, and Sid had to stay. They took, no,
She had
they
to
took
go.
her, and he, they wouldn't take him because he was making Bailey bridges they were using for, so they wouldn't take him in the service, but they took her.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, wait a minute, no, they didn't take her.
Yeah, no, they did take her because she was so smart, but they didn't take him because he already had a job.
He couldn't go in the service
Right.
because he was doing the baby this summer. Anyway, I think so I faded away, but anyway, that was the thing.